the next mistake that we see a lot of student athletes and families make in kind of getting the right recruiting exposure is showcasing for showcase's sake, indiscriminate showcasing rather than finding the right opportunities. Matt?
Sure. So, to deliver results to high academic softball players, right, you have to find the right opportunities because there is limited time in the summer, there's limited time in the fall. We're asking these kids to go take 4 AP classes to make sure that they're getting amazing grades, amazing boards, but also at the same time perform at a level. So between mom and dad who are working, between these kids, we want to make sure that they are really taking the time to go to the right things. So I want to start off with the opportunities for college coaches to assess and evaluate you and do it in multiple contexts and situations. Max talked about if you're just in gameplay, that doesn't necessarily always help a college coach. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're spreading that out to showcasing, to games, to objective measurements, to a practice, which we will talk about in our events in a little bit. But, tournaments are fantastic. You play travel, you can understand on the baseball side, all you wanted to do is win. Your coach was going to go ahead and, if you were throwing type of way and you didn't throw particularly well to lefties, which, I'm sure you did, then they may take you out and put a lefty in. Well, you don't want to be in that situation all the time. You want to be able to say, let me go after somebody so I can show you that I can do that. And in a tournament, that's not necessarily always going to be the case. The next bullet point here is direct engagement and interaction with college coaches. Specifically, certainly on the field, but also off the field. And we find that that is really, really important because, as you said, they are really looking to recruit character. They're really looking to recruit you as a player, and it's the combination that's going to get it done. And sometimes on those particular scenes, that's not, in travel ball, that's not going to always get you there. Next one there, we have objective measurements and measurables. That's key, right? You want to be able to stack up against other kids that are in the same realm as you, so coaches can be able to go back and have something there on paper. The next one here, verified game footage. We will talk about that at our events, but a coach being able to go back, roll the tape, not necessarily by mom and dad, who are fantastic out there behind the chain link with their cell phones, but being able to do this as a hitter from 2 different angles and as a pitcher from 2 different angles, every single pitch being out there so you can control who's going against each other. So that way I know that if I'm going up against Max, they know that Max is a really, really good pitcher and I hit a double right in the gap. Or that Max struck me out and I'm a really good hitter. Those are really, really important things. And then the first one here I wanted to loop back on because I feel it's really important is making sure you're going to an event that is going to provide you the right type of exposure to the right college programs. That's the key. Don't waste your time with maybe something really small that's not the right fit or a variety of programs that have nothing to do with what you want to study.
Absolutely. And just to tag in briefly, I think that what this is about, especially for academic student athletes, has to be about efficiency in the process, right? You, mom and dad, you don't have the budget, players, you don't have the time to be going all over the country to this or that individual college camp to go to 15 or 20 of those or anything else. So getting in front of the right group of college coaches at the right time, all at once, is about delivering efficiency for high academic student athletes. And then on the other side, for these college coaches that are really looking to make improvements to their program and recruit the right girls for their program. It's about efficiency in matching these student athletes up with these high academic college coaches.
At Head First, you are going to find that great variety. The one thing that they all have in common is one is really better than the next academically. But they're going to be very different from one another, which I think is really, really important as you go through this. So let's take our 2 schools, for example. They're both on the list here, but you have Amherst and GW. Right? Very, very different. One is, up there, out in the woods. Ours is right in the middle of the city. We can, again, for the right fit, it works out. But again, one's a larger school. The other one is not so large. One's, Division I, one's Division III. You're studying different things. They offer different things. That's what's important. And you may not know necessarily, well, I know that I want to go to these types of, this particular school or that particular school, but being able to go and see schools that fit in the realm of where you are is important, again, to open that umbrella to be able to do it.
Yeah, and I think that this is obviously a partial list of the schools that do come, but even within here, you start to see this idea of the Discovery platform and kind of these quote-unquote look-alike schools as well. If you're interested in Amherst, Bates, and Bowdoin, guess what? You also should probably take a look at Haverford and Kenyon. They offer, or Wesleyan and WashU, like they offer some of the same types of experiences as you think about it, just in different geographies or with a STEM focus instead of a humanities focus, or whatever the case may be.